let me even ask. So, let me even ask. How many of you have finally made up their mind that this will be the year? Hold on, let me make it understandable for you. How many of you have made up your mind that this year 2026 is your year of breakthrough in this industry? What that actually means is that this will be the last year of your unprofitability, which means in this year 2026 is the year you finally become a profitable trader. How many of you have made that decision? You see, it is only in our eyes that we think the year is a big deal, It's not. Before you know it now, we're already in the month of November, getting ready to end the year 2026. This is how some people have, been doing it year to year, and nothing. So make up your mind this year. This will be the final year. Is that I am profitable? One of the things about me is that when I set a mandate that this year is the year you become profitable trader. And being a profitable trader, let me tell you guys one honest truth. It is not by awareness. Profitability is not awareness. Awareness is, getting to know something. You don't get profitable because you know what trading is all about. I know how to analyze. I know how to place trade. I know how to set stop loss. I know how this market. Yes, I really know how this market works. I know what it takes to be profitable. I know ICT strategy. I know all these things Let me tell you, let me not go into all that. But profitability is proof. Proof. It's not by what you know. Proof. Evidential is in you can see it, you. So people who have this mindset of head knowledge, awareness, I know what is going on in Wall Street, what's going on in New York Stock Exchange. Forget those nonsense. Focus on tangibility. Let me taste this money. I made up my mind 1 year, and one of the things that is going to help you, is, first of all, figure out what is going on, what is wrong, figure out where the problem is. That is how to tackle this thing. It's not by, okay, I want to be profitable. First of all, this message is, I'm sending this message directly to people who are already trading, that is not seeing result yet, and people who are just getting aware of how the business work. First of all, especially those of you that have been trading, you have to ask, where is the problem now currently? I did that. That's like I said, this year should be the year. There was a year that was, my breakthrough year, and that was the year 2022. Now, prior to that time, I've already started trading because I started the year 2020. I started, but I found out that despite my knowledge, my awareness, my everything, in fact, people call me the algorithm because of how I can analyze the market, all sort of stuff, but I found out I had to tell myself the truth. Bro, this thing never begin work because I wasn't seeing it. And then I was able to discover I had a very bad management skill. I could predict direction. That is why today, all this direction you guys are enjoying, it was all the year 2020, 2021. Because I was so good, and I'm still good with direction. But direction is not enough. My own, everybody has his own though. My own then was that I had problem with management. And I made up my mind that year 2022. In fact, starting from 2021, I made up my mind. I'm going to tackle this thing. Because I did not come into this industry to come and watch people who are buying cars. People who are buying 4 cars in 1 year. Buying cars worth 1.10 billion, 1.50 billion. That is not my interest here. My own is to take my own portion. That is why I came here. I'm not here to, of course, I applaud people who are winning, people who are ahead of me, I don't have anything against anyone. It's good. That's motivators. But that is not my assignment. That is not the reason why I came into this space, into this industry. I came here so that I can take my own portion. I didn't plan to, get this long, but in a last year, make this year the year for you. This message applies to both my mentorship student, non-mentorship student, YouTube student. It applies to everybody. Also me. Because of course, definitely, you can't stop at one level. You gotta keep scaling higher. You gotta keep scaling higher. I know what my goal is this year. Tackle it. Tackle it. I want to see you guys win this year. I want to see every one of you win this year 2026, and it's definitely going to take place.